Morning. Oh, we have the one that I thought it was yesterday. Mankind, Manners. The song is Luca. My name is Luca. It's about noisy neighbours, domestic violence, trying to brush things under the carpet. Saturn is the truth. 4th house of home and family life, Cancer, and Aquarius. Face the chaos head on, and then there'll be hope, healing and freedom. So, it did talk about neighbours yesterday, didn't it? Perhaps domestic violence going on in the neighbourhood that you can hear on a night. Behind closed doors, something going on behind closed doors. Perhaps. Abusive relationships. Gaslighting. Home is not a home without a fire in the hearth, food on the table and welcome at the door, is it? Today's card is the Hermit card. It's the Buddha card. Someone who left the palace and all his family to become a hermit, to follow his true calling. So you may have to turn your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true. It was also a lockdown card, so it is about hospitals, hospital doors, Virgo energies, nurses, etc. It's also overthinking things, needing to take time out and rethink your life journey. So it's in the reverse, which means illness. It means health issues. Also means overthinking. And in some cases it means greed. Concentrating on material things above all else. Losing your spirituality, losing your faith in things, people, situations. There's some healing needed here. And why? Because we haven't done what it said yesterday. We haven't ended this chapter. There's delays in it. In bringing this situation to a conclusion. There's a snake that eats itself, going round in circles. 21, negative energy. Could be about inheritances, wills. Sometimes it's a string of pearls. So jewellery perhaps. But it will be inherited jewellery that's causing the issue. And the number 72. There's a lot of confusion, at least for 7 months. And like I said, it's about the material. So this is shaping up to be someone that's fighting over a will, or can't let go of the bitterness of not getting something in a will, perhaps. That's just one scenario. Home and family life, your happiness, your bliss, the conclusion, a happy conclusion to something when the truth is told, like I said. A child may have the answers. Again, it's the warrior. Cutting through the bullshit, getting to the point that was with us yesterday. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Persephone's been put back at those gates of hell by someone. Secrets. Letting negativity into your field, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally or physically. Don't take anything by the mouth that's toxic, be it diet or medication. And add to that into your body by injection or whatever. And don't let anything negative come out of your mouth, be it words written or spoken. It's connected to the number 11, 11th of October, where I come, the carnival people, the Romany, the Taurine, the psychic. Not connecting to spirit, not spending enough time meditating. 2 and 29, negative. Unfinished business. Acting in haste, repenting at leisure. A lot of passion but no commitment. One night stands. The white horse again. A unicorn in this deck. And deciding on a different path. So maybe you're about to take that different path. There are those born in the year of the dog and the year of the snake mentioned more than once, and those in the year of the horse. But there's been too much kept secret, and the truth must come out. Possibly about the lockdowns. It may be about the medical malpractice. There she is coming out of the gates of hell. So there's delays in this, but it will happen because the truth will be revealed. Secrets will come out. So it could be that the 29th is negative, the 2nd is positive, or vice versa. There has been sacrifices and bloodshed maybe. So sacrifice wasn't in vain is what they're saying, but some of us lost a lot of people in lockdown, so it's dealing with that, I think. Yeah, mortally wounded, battling, constantly having to battle for what's right, standing up for yourself. Justice will be served, there you go, for this malpractice, whatever it is, or this greed, or this, like I said, inheritance that was stolen. Legally, it will be sorted. Number 11, like I said, is very important to Persephone. It's open enemies, it's legal matters, it's marriages, partnerships, etc. Yeah, there has been heartache, sorrow, loss because something or someone came between you and what you want. There could have been heart issues, which goes with the lockdown thing, doesn't it? Or minor surgery needed. Yeah, we're putting our boundaries in place. We're learning to say no. We're standing on our own 2 feet. We're not sacrificing ourselves for others anymore because they're ungrateful. They're not even grateful for what you've done. So don't be the martyr, don't be the victim. Don't have that stiff upper lip. It's time to speak out and speak the truth. Don't protect others because they wouldn't do the same for you. Number 12, Pisces energy. And then we have success. Yeah, because we loved ourselves first. Unconditional love for ourselves and others, whether it be commitment or not. A love for mankind, if you like. That's what's at the root of this. And finally, the Ron Seal man, the man that does what he says he's going to do. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the empaths. And we have the Ron Seal man, which is Aries. Aries cuspa is 20th of March to the 20th of April. So around those dates. It could be any gender, doesn't have to be a man, but this is usually, if it is a person, it's a fire sign man, Aries. And then we've got the 22 again, keep mentioning it, don't they, which is the full moon in June. Fear of the future, putting things off until tomorrow. So maybe that's what the delays are. And maybe it's because of the bank holiday here. I think Kristen said you got the Memorial Weekend in America. So something's being put off until we start the week. But action must be taken. And when he brings his wand in, when he takes action and adds it to the battle, so it may be waiting for you to step up, then there'll be success. They need your energy to succeed. A lot of red here though, so red flags all over this. Burning bridges. A lot of fire. Passion, action. Yeah, because there's been lies and deceit and theft and somebody playing mind games trying to confuse you. Psychological warfare, if you like. Sticking you in a maze and not knowing which way to turn to get out. Yeah. It's because there is financial gain. Huge financial gain. So like I said, it could be the inheritance. It could be malpractice suits where you sue a company or something like that. Yeah, it could have cost you your home. It could have cost you your family unit, the home and family life. There's something needs to be repaired or a new home needs to be found. You may have lost your home because of the bills, whatever it is. Yeah, nothing can grow in barren lands. I know it's hard, but it happens for a reason. It's there to make us grow. Unfortunately, Persephone had to wait for a man, and Hecate, who is the goddess of the crossroads, to come and get her out. And they're both there. So Hecate is there, but Mum hasn't arrived yet, so we've got to wait for Mum to come and get us out of this pit. It could be arguments with females, mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. It's terminations of contracts, relationships, vows, pregnancies even, failed pregnancies, issues with agriculture and the military. Again, Memorial Weekend, like we said, it could be important. 11th of November, May the 31st. The 3 and 30, massively important. Venus in the negative. A day off. So yeah, it looks like it's waiting until after the bank holiday weekend. Peace of mind. We are blind to something, but it will become clear after the bank holiday. Oh, that someone hasn't taken action. That somebody didn't do what they said they was going to do. Now they have to do it. The same person in the reverse. So it all depends on which choice you make at this crossroads, I think. Because we're still delayed. We still haven't solved that problem, and we can't birth a new reality until we do. The world, mankind, delays in travel, problems with inheritance, our inheritance. We inherit this planet Earth and we have to pass it on to others. So it's about global issues, maybe, the World Wide Web. Yeah, there is definitely psychological warfare, mind games, what did I say, gaslighting, criminal activity, possible drug dealers. It's Gemini energy, so it's Mercury, it's lack of communication, it's underhand. So the secrets again to the first. So the 1st and 2nd of next month may be a problem because it's Gemini energy. We are in Gemini now. So lack of communication, confusion, depression, and medical matters, hands, arms, shoulders, children, siblings, etc. Yeah. Somebody has a decision to make and they don't know what to do. 6 or 24, Adam, Eve or Lily. You have to make the right choice for you. And it's a hard choice. There's a lot of confusion here. The apple, Gemini, Cancer, Cusper, and the snake. So there's something not quite right here. A choice needs to be made. So let's see what help they can give us in this. 1 or 28, medical matters. Manners. There it is. The letter M is humankind. Manners should not be taken to mean only those who of a male gender are referred to. However, on the contrary, both men and women, all of the family of humankind, are in a sense governed by this rule. 1624-22. In runic tradition, one of the main traits of humanity is the faculty of foresight. Thus, the symbolism manners is enriched by the identification of the keen-eyed hawk. In terms of the vegetable kingdom, the rune associated with the ash and the elm. So the ash is Pisces Aries, which is that gentleman there who needs to take action. And the elm we don't have. I think elm is that one that's 29th of February, which would fit with High Priestess. The extra day every 4 years, that may be important. Although any myth that relates to the doings of humankind can be said to be relevant to this rune, the act of Heimdall, the god who stands between, something coming between you and what you want, are notable. During one of his periods of wandering on the earth, Heimdall, in the guise of rigor, stayed overnight in 3 different married couples. Oh, so there's the one night stands then for some. Passionate, no commitments, but taking advantage. So there may be paternity issues over a child. Slept with the host wife before moving on. In the fullness of time, 3 sons were born. The names were Thrall, Carl, and Jarl. These 3 men were regarded as being the ancestors of the 3 classes of Nordic society. Al became the first noble, Carl the warrior, and Thrall the progenitor of the peasants. Thus Heimdall, or Rigger, became the ancestors of humankind and was the first god to pass on the knowledge. So deceit, again, to mortal offspring. So knowledge to be gained. Charles was said to have been the father of Conor, the first king of Denmark, so something to do with Denmark could come up in the news. It's about status and the way others tend to perceive you, and that's what you're worrying about, is your status. It also serves as a reminder that we are all products of our experiences, and urges you to take a look at your own conduct before you go criticising others, so those in glass houses should not throw stones. The rune may well have a further implication. It can reveal that you've been deluding yourself and that you are not the person you thought you were. So when this rune is prominent in a reading, it's time to reassess an examination of your motives and aims. Equally, the motives of others should come under scrutiny, and you should ask some searching questions before you commit yourself to anything binding. Manas is not a rune of haste, so it's important decisions to be made take time. Consult a trusted advisor who has no personal interest in the situation and wait to see what develops. Legal affairs and far-reaching decisions are likely, yes, because we've got the Justice card. If this rune is drawn, but this is no reason to panic. If you slow down and look within yourself, it's likely that you will find the right solution. When this rune is inverted, you must be aware that someone close to you bears you ill will. In a negative position, Manas usually indicates an enemy, yes, open enemies, but it's not always so. For instance, some rune readers suggest it can denote male homosexuality or the nervousness and lack of courage that is resulted by a life blighted by an overly strict father, yes, or harsh authority figure, or an abusive relationship. So look to the next rune for advice. We're not picking a rune, we're going to use the dice. So, the truth must be told. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Don't suffer in silence. 4th house. Is your home a home? The stomach, the breasts, the home, the ancestral line, the colour red. What did I say? There's a lot of red there. Home, parents, childhood, inherited patterns, family environment, upbringing in the womb. So if you come from an abusive, dysfunctional family, to you possibly abuse is a way of showing love, which is slightly twisted, but unfortunately it could be the case. So Saturn in Aquarius, this placement follows a solitary path, often as a lone idealist with rigid, although unconventional views, and fits awkwardly into society. So you may be the black sheep of the family and feel isolated, unable to speak about what's going on. The secret's being kept. The moon, the soul, there it is, Persephone, number 2. But actually, when it comes down to it, I think we find it may not be Persephone in this deck. Oh, it is. So the High Priestess is mentioned more than once. The 2 and the 29. It's your soul. So they can do what they like to your mind and body, but your soul will always be yours. All things must come to the soul from its roots, from where it is planted. So the home life, if it's good, then your soul will not be damaged. Saint Teresa of Avila is important, so the name Teresa could be important. It's about your gut instinct, and it's letting you down at the minute because you're not trusting it. Where's he gone? Hermit. That's your gut instinct. This card is all about mystery and feeling and hidden messages, secrets. The moon is receptive, and we said about the full moon on the 22nd, didn't we? It governs intuition and self-protection. Its placement by the side of the house indicates those areas which we are most emotional or sensitive. The moon represents what is felt instinctively and what is at the core of your emotions. I know I keep banging on about it, but get yourself in that protective bubble. I'm finding it really hard with this energy to get in there, so I'm going to try and do some more today. The moon is our soul. It shows the intimate side of who we are. The moon represents security, the home we grew up in. There's your home and family life, number 4. And the need to hide away and recoup our energies. The day off, relaxing. It is a female principle that is darkly moist and yielding. So the moon can signify our relationships with our mothers, which may not have been good because it's upside down. Where's she gone? Mama. Demeter, Venus, wherever she is. Lost her. She's gone walkabout again. It's not very reliable, mother, is she? Where's she gone? Oh, she's done a bunk. And that may be literally mother's done a bunk. I don't know, there she is. As well as pregnancy. It also signifies grandmothers and old age. So geriatric issues could arise when this card turns up. Crowds, which is Aquarius, belong to the moon, but also shyness, reticence and things that occur in the darkness. The moon shows us how to respond emotionally and what we feel most deeply. Some believe the moon represents who we are in secret, there you go, and all memories from who we were in the past. The moon is our most innermost selves. About this matter, it's not time to be shy. Allow yourself to shine. This card indicates fluctuations. The moon changes every 2.5 days, so 12 different moon combinations mean great variation, so mood swings. But the moon is the side we keep concealed. When the moon has many aspects or is an elevated planet in the chart, it's considered to have a strong influence. The lunar influence can be indicative of future fame, governing the masses, and is likely popular, which is the success there. At this time, you may have trouble controlling your emotions, and you may want to do things that are safe. So, yeah, small things. You are sensitive and must gauge any feelings before entering a room or being with people you don't know. You like working alone, but you also are dependent on how others are responding to you now. The arts, the helping professions suit you. You would do well working with persons with mental or emotional problems or anyone who needs counselling, so therapy. It's also a good time to rely upon your imagination and pay attention to your dreams because you're not manifesting positively, you're manifesting negatively. This card turns up in a reading, all is not as it seems. Something is being hidden from you, and you may feel you have lost direction or that you don't have all the information to go forward. There is much you are sensing, but you're hesitant to act, and there's our hesitancy to act, that refusal to do something. It may look as if it's too difficult to cut through the fog and get to the real truth of the situation, but it's not. Substance abuse, yes, I see that. Drugs, addictions, stuff like that. Even prescribed medication may touch your life, not you necessarily, but certain energies or persons surrounding you. After growing close to someone, the energy may feel smothering and restrictive. Insecurities may arise, and there may be feelings of paranoia, overthinking things. We love our moon though, she makes us feel safe, so someone's emotional clinginess may be an issue. After all, the moon tells us to hang on oftentimes after we should have released things from our lives or just given up. But no, the moon chimes in, hang in there, you'll win sooner or later. It's important not to accept these false pictures or misapprehend, especially in abusive relationships. It's not going to change. People don't change. The truth, like with the Neptune card, the Moon card, deception is possible. Things are cloudy right now. It's a good time to open your mind to visions as well as appreciating women's wisdom and intuition. Find your feminine side. Bring out your visions and talents in a more public way. As shy and tentative as the Moon is, she still represents fame and crowds. When you think of the Moon card, think mystery, birth. There's the birth on the World card. Tribes. Unanswered questions and sometimes sudden fame. Someone from your past is about to re-enter your life, and a romance that starts may be strange but compelling and even familiar. An important meeting for you will occur in the evening hours. Pay close attention to the energies that swirl around you. It's a good time to rely on your gut feeling. But you're not trusting your gut because you may have made a bad decision in the past and you don't want to make the wrong one now. 34. Your ancestors are calling. This is the gateway for you to walk through. It's time to do so. So the standing stones are found in many locations all over the world, and many theories abound on what their uses were. Many agree that they're sacred places where one could make contact with the ancestors. All those that have gone before have gone back to the earth, taking with them all the lessons learned and becoming a group collective energy, your group collective energy, that protects you when you're in your bubble. Standing stones are seated within the earth and above the ground, many containing the quartz. We know, let me get the quartz. Which is known as an amplifier of energies and also one to help with two-way communications in the spirit world. So the quartz is your amplifier. Standing stones may be dolmens or gateways and sometimes burial tombs. Regardless of what shape they take on, the energies suggest their sacredness and gateways to other dimensions. In journeying, I have often come across spirals carved into the stone. So you're never going around in circles, you're always going around and up. If I place my hand on them, I am transported to a different location. They are definitely portals of some type and hold incredible energies. On drawing this card, you are being beckoned to contact the elders and ancestors because you need their guidance. So if you've got an elderly grandmother or something like that, you need to go see them. They may be living or past. They may be your direct lineage or from a group collective. It means a time of seeking knowledge to help you with making decisions. So an elder, somebody older than you that you trust, or working on an issue that really has you chasing your tail. When we find ourselves on a merry-go-round that we can't seem to find a way off, it usually requires a different perspective and outside guidance. So I'm seeing an elderly person, grandmother, grandfather, hopefully, or someone of that age group that you need to talk to. Find a place in nature where you will not be disturbed. Place your hand on the ground or hold the stone in your hand. Ask for the wisdom that the ancestors are trying to help you with. It needs to be addressed. Ask for the guidance or help with looking at something from a different angle. Help you grow in some way. Remember that one day you too will be an elder as you draw to you the life lessons that make you wise. You can also travel to sacred stones, but not quite yet because we've got the delays in travel. Either physically or spiritually. Meditation or journeying, where you take your spirit or consciousness to a site that can yield incredible results. You are not limited to your physical body. You can travel on astral planes and bathe in the healing energy and talk to spirit that reside there, but you must remember to protect yourselves beforehand. Don't sever the astral umbilical cord. So the word Lord is about keeping your words positive. 43 and 34 both add up to 7. So that could be important. 7th house of Libra, legal matters, legal affairs, documents, written word, wills, all important. So 43. I'm going to read it all out because they're telling me to read it all out, both negative and positive, because this is, I believe the negative is what you're not supposed to do, the positive is what you are supposed to do. So, when the word Lord appears as a challenge, he warns of untruths and denial, which you've got here, and unsupported thoughts and words in any area of your life. So be sure of your facts before you open your mouth. If you've been dishonest in any way, it's time to make amends. You have to change your tune, otherwise your impact on the world will not be as effective as you would like. Even if you were to be successful as an immediate result, you will pay the price later. If others are being unsupportive towards you, know that that's their problem, not yours. Don't take the world personally. Remember that you don't have to engage others when they project their fears and negativity onto you. Another message here is about how you speak about yourself. Do you say self-depreciating words? Do you minimize yourself so as not to intimidate others? That's got to stop. Do you refer to yourself as less than beautiful? It's time to change those unconscious statements. It's not difficult to change things, as we are always given a choice to make a new decision. But it's a decision we don't want to make. As long as you remain positive and supportive, the rest will quickly melt away until all you perceive is the highest good for all. All you need is a desire to change and be positive. The Word Lord will help you win the game of life. So in the case of an abusive relationship, for example, you may have tried everything except walking away, and maybe that's what it needs to give them a wake-up call. The Word Lord rules communication of all kinds and lets you know that positive interaction can be expected when he arrives as your ally. He only speaks with positive words and praises all he sees, and so should you. He reminds you of the laws of abundance and praise, and when you bless the world, it blesses you back. When you say affirming, supportive words, they carry an energy and return to you in physical form. Remember that each one has power and will resonate into the universe, seeking its reflection in the manifested form. Your body responds to praise, as does everything in the world around you. So praise it for its health and its beauty. Applaud yourself for everything you do. Don't be saying this bloody cough like I've been doing, because that means that it will get worse and you may end up coughing blood. You've got to be very careful of your words because you're casting spells. Applaud yourself for everything you do, even the tiniest thing, if you're not feeling well especially. Praise your bills, give thanks for the service you enjoy, and watch the ability to pay them increase as you align with the spiritual increase in power. You may be doing more overtime than necessary, chucking yourself into work. This is also a time to remember the powerful practice of affirmation. So write them down and speak them aloud as a spiritual practice. Say it is so, and so it will be. It is a very auspicious sign when the Word Lord chooses to be your ally. And finally, you are awakening. This is what this process has all been about, your energetic upgrade. And unfortunately, it does drain us slightly because we need more energy to do this. So we're going through a period of change, and it's very important. It's important that you're awake and aware. So even if you're feeling ill, you've got to keep your wits about you. So wake up, Renati. And what did I say about astral bodies? Please be careful if you're messing with stuff like that. You need to know how to protect yourself. Watch behind the eyes, and that'll put you off for life. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. You are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you at many levels, and you are starting to remember all the lies, or realise all the lies that you've been told, the ancient truths, and discovering more and more about who you are and why you came to this planet. You may find that you are experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base of your spine, and that's uncomfortable. The most important thing at this time is not to overthink it. Stay grounded, so get your feet on the ground, barefoot. Share your experiences with like souls, people, while you consciously integrate them. Journal and pay attention to your dreams. You are remembering, and your soul gifts are emerging. During this time of transition and awakening, you make me call to devote yourself to being of service. There are ideas, truths, concepts, books, and creations waiting to be birthed in this world. And if you're a doctor, priest, lawyer, you have even more need to do the right thing. Stay open to receiving. Pulling this card may be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations. So maybe the child that you birthed will be the one to save the world. Stay open to receiving. Pulling this card may be a sign that you're here to birth one of these creations into the world, or perhaps you're being called to make a shift in your life in order to be of service. Don't think too much about it, don't overthink it, just repeat the following, work your light activation. So, hand on heart, I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way only that delights my mind, body and spirit. So there'll be no harm come to you. It will be, you will be of use without any abuse. Okay? So thanks for listening. Speak soon.